If you are here, please say hello. Let me know that you're here. I am just doing some laptop work here, trying to find my live so I can share it myself. Let's see. Okay, I'm getting there, hopefully. Still not seeing myself come up on my laptop, so if you could just hold on another second, we should get there soon. Hi, Patty. I could see from my phone. I don't know if you've left a comment or not. I am not finding myself on my laptop, so if anyone's available to join, I guess they will. But if you are here, say hello. I see you on my phone, but not your computer. Okay. That's weird. Now I am on my computer, on my laptop. I don't know why it takes so long to find myself, to be honest. I'm not the only person that's having this trouble. It's just in general. It's just FB in general. Hi, Kathleen. Oh, this is not the one I'm using. Actually, this is the paper pack I'm using, but we're actually going with this, which is very unusual for me. But anyway, I could see a couple of people are joining, so I'm going to get moving because we'll be here for a little while, so you might want to grab a drink if you want to stick around for the whole thing. I am making the specialty card that I made my daughter for her last week. That $2 million Achievers card. But I am completely changing what I was going to do. I was going to copy it exactly. So I gave it to my daughter in this box. It was, had a ribbon. Yeah, well, here it is. It had thread and a tag. The tag is not here right now. And then this was it, right, in the pink. I'm not going to share what's, inside, but this, you are amazing, and this, and then we have the whole inside. And then her gift, well, I gave it to her in this box, but the sheet of paper was telling her what her gift was. So this is the perfect type of thing to do something like that with, if you maybe don't have the gift right with you at that moment, or if you want to stick the gift inside a big box like this, that works too. So we're going to go with this whole style, and people had asked if I would share the measurements, which I'm going to. I didn't type them up yet. You might have to miss some. Your son is coming. Oh, that's fine. The replay will be here if you want to watch it, how it's put together. The replay is always here, so it's totally fine. This is a long one, so I understand if you have to leave for anybody. And I pre-did all of the embossing and die cutting because I knew that it would take a little while. But I am going to try to move quickly because I will provide the instructions as far as the measurements, I should say, later. And we're going to start with the card first, okay? So let me take, this side has all the card pieces. And this side has all the box pieces, okay? So I'm just going to put the box on the side. And I'm starting with the card for a reason. I messed up with my measurements when I was creating this the first time and the second time because I didn't remember that I should have done the card first and then the box. So I'll tell you why later when we get to it. So the first thing I'm starting with is a 8.5 by 11 piece of very shimmery white cardstock, and I'm going to take my scoreboard and I'm going to measure my card to, let's see, did I not write it down? Oh, card, 8.5 by 10.5. So this has to be cut down anyway. So hold on, I didn't do that. I didn't cut it to 10.5. So let me do that quick. Okay. So 8.5 by 10.5. And then score the 10.5 inch side I wrote at, and now I don't remember, I didn't write the measurements down. Hold on, let me just get this. I don't want to show you just yet, but I am going to get the measurements of where I need to score. Okay, so 10.5 inch side. You're going to score the 10.5 inch side. Hold on. At, let's see, 3 5/8. 1, 2, 3 3/8. And just remember that number. And 7. 3 3/8 and 7. So just remember that. I'm going to write it down. 3 3/8 and 7. Okay, now I'll tell you that I changed this whole card today. It's a miserable, raining, cruddy day. So I decided to play a little bit and change it up completely. Because like I said, I was going to do it exact. And then when I was flipping through the catalog to see how I can change it, I saw something and I decided that's going to work. So 3 3/8 and 7. That's a score lines here, and we'll do the box later. And I have those box measurements. Okay, so let's score this. I mean, give those a nice crease. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Carol. Thanks for joining. Okay, so that's our, so it measures, when it's folded right now, it measures 3 5/8 by 8.5. But this is going to get a little scallop piece on the edge. So, and that's going to be the first thing we do. No, it's not going to be the first thing we do. It is going to be the, yeah, it's going to be the first thing we do. So what I'm going to do is it goes here. This is where it goes in the back, actually, back here. Looking at mine, it goes right in here. Yep, right in here. So I'm going to get this, and I'm going to cut it down, actually. I don't need this much space. So to about, it's like a little over an inch here. I'm going to cut it down to about 3/4. So hold on. There's a little bit of manual work I do have to do. So, I've got it cut down to about 3/4. Now this is from the Stitch Scalloped right here. This piece, the Scalloped Contours. So I'll have the supply list and the measurements for the card in the box, but not right now. So this goes, the nice part shows on the outside. So this is the back of the card. So the nice part shows on the outside. And I'm not going to be paying attention to too many comments because I really got to concentrate on this. So I'll get to any comments later, but when I do look up, I will try to answer. So I'm going to put a little liquid glue here. Not too much. I don't want it seeping out. And I'm using liquid glue so that way I can adjust this if I don't like how it looks. So, do I want this on the inside or the outside? I kind of want to change this. I'm going to go this way. So the nice side is on the inside, actually. And it just peeks out like that. That's all I want. Okay? And this is the back. This right here is the back. Okay? And now I'm going to take a 3/4 inch piece. Hopefully I have that here. Yes, I do. And I'm going to place that right up here. So this is 3/4 by 8.5. And this is just 2 lengths. So I took that die, let me make sure I took this die and I just die cut it once on an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and then I put it right next to it and ran it right through again, so you could see a little bit of where they met. So that's how I did that, okay? All of this is done ahead of time because otherwise you would have been here, like I said, forever. And I don't want to be here forever, and I know you guys don't want to be here forever. I'm sure you got lots of other things to do, so I thank you for joining me anyway. Hi, Diana, I'm sorry. I looked up quick. Oh, gosh, it's been gorgeous, right? And now just Memorial Day weekend. It's going to pour all weekend. I don't know if we're going to get Monday out of this or not, but we'll see. A nice day on Monday. We'll see. Okay, so hopefully the people that asked me to share this are going to either join or watch later, I hope. Okay. So we're going to leave that as is. It's got to get cut down, but let's put the rest of this together. So that is going to form the back. Now we're going to do the inside. So for the inside, we need some of the green and the gold. So we need, for the right side, we need this 3/4 inch piece, the 1/2 inch piece. That's what we need for the right. So I'm going to put a little glue here. So we'll put that down. It's a little bit, my cut is a little bit crooked, but it's okay because I'm going to put stuff here anyway. And it's going to go right up here where it's a little crooked, so you won't even notice it, that it's crooked. And now I have this really, really thin, like a little bit more than 1/8 of an inch strip that's going to go right there. I'm going to be really gentle to just give this a little bit of glue. Just a little. And then this is extra long, but that's okay because we're going to cut it down. And then we'll make sure that it even here. We could trim that down a little bit too later. So I want to get all my pieces down before I start trimming. Otherwise, I'll be trimming it down to nothing. Oh, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. All the shares, that'll help bring some people in. If you do it now, it helps bring them in. I didn't share to any other places, just to my business page. So now this is a 1-inch piece that we're going to put on this side. This card could look really pretty with this too, these colors, but for now we're going to work with the green. And put liquid glue there. And I am using all the liquid glue today because I really need it to be flexible, I need to be able to manipulate the paper if it's not placed properly. And that goes here. And that is 1 inch by 8.5. And then this strip goes here. So let me do that. And be really careful with that. Okay. And that just goes right there. I have this some more of this paper in my shopping cart because I want to make some more of these cards in different designs. So I was going to make this one with the green exactly like I did the one for my daughter with the color and contour flower. And I changed my mind. When I saw the green and I looked, like I said, flipped through the catalog, I decided I needed to do something else. And I should have done something else right here before. Okay, so now you're going to see, oh, just a second, one more piece. I'm going to cut this in half in a second. So this is a 3/4 inch strip. And I think it's about 3.5 inches long. And I'm just flagging the end. And I want it to be extended here a little bit. So I'm going to put this part on top. And it's going to come in about right here from the edge, that crease, that score line. And then this just helps me not to have to cut a longer piece. It just happens to be the right size that I found. And I said, oh, I could use it as long as I extend it a little bit. So you see, I left that open space just so I can extend this a little bit because the tag is going to go right on top. And you won't even see that at all. Okay, so now I am going to, now it's going to give it, I'm going to give it away when I'm making. But I need a piece of scrap paper right here because I forgot to do this first. I have to do it now. I'm taking, let's show you what stamp set I'm using and the dies. I am using poinsettia petals along with poinsettia. So the green and the gold lent itself to Christmas. I know it's early, but I want to show you a whole different idea to do with this card, you know, than what it was originally. So I'm using this. This is the larger one, and I'm going to use the red ink, real red. And I want it right about here, I guess. I don't want too much to show because we need to put some, oh gosh, can you see me in the camera? I just want to make sure I get enough on there. Yeah, that's fine because that's going to get covered up anyway. So that's good. Okay, so this should have been done first, but I forgot. So it's okay that it's not completely done here because it's going to get covered up. Okay, so let's clean this off before I forget. Just in case I have to use it again if I forgot something. I just don't want to have the red on there. Okay, so now you know where I'm going with this. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is this section right here needs to be heat embossed in gold. I need to get the sentiment to do that because, do I have my, yep, my embossing tool. I need to place things on top, so I need the sentiment down first. So let's do that. And the sentiment that I used earlier was from this set, and it says, "May magic and wonder bloom this holiday." That's what I used from this particular set. I have a combination of Christmas sets that I am using, but that's the one that I used. This one's too long. I don't, may this special season be wrapped in love and joy. That's a good one too, actually. We can use that one and let it go straight across like that. This special season be wrapped in love and joy. I like that. I like that. Let's change this one up. I used this one, the other one, for my other card. So let's use this one for this card. Okay. And let me make sure that there's no ink on here, which there isn't, which is good. Okay. Okay. There's that. And now we'll just put some gold emboss powder on there. Now the word B got right on the crease, right on the score line. I didn't move it over enough. I should have been standing up to see exactly where it was going. So it's going to get loud for just a second while I heat this. So normally you do Christmas in July, right? But this just really spoke to me today to change up the design, to do something Christmassy with this green and gold designer series paper. Now, if anybody's a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I have a Paper Pumpkin Facebook page. So if you're a subscriber with me, I started inviting my subscribers to that group. So if you are a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin and would like to be invited to that group, you can email me and I will invite you. I'm going to try to do alternate things in there every now and then with a Paper Pumpkin kit. Okay, so that looks pretty nice. All right. All right, now we can do the tag. Now, I'm going to change this to say something different than what I did earlier. And I'm going to show you the one I did earlier. I just wanted to be kind of like a surprise. Because I've asked before and you guys like surprises. So I'm going to use this word celebrate from, we have two really terrific big word stamp sets right now. And one of them is Biggest Wishes and the other is Create with Friends. And I'm using the word celebrate for this. Okay, but these are two really fantastic stamp sets that we have this year in this annual catalog. I've been itching for great large words and we've got them, so I'm excited about that. Okay, so we're going to say, we're going to heat emboss again, and I'm going to stand because I want this to be up a little bit. Okay, so there's the word celebrate. And we'll heat emboss that. And for this, I think I just need to dip it in there. Whoops. Well, it's gotten a little bit messy in here, so I'm going to have to clean that up a little bit. The tea does not want to come out right. Okay, so what I'm going to do, since I got a little bit in there, I'm going to take your pick tool and get that out of there. So I used the putty side of the Take Your Pick tool to get some excess out of there. It didn't do a very neat job for me today. It says celebrate. So my whole purpose of talking about the paper pumpkin is that this month's paper pumpkin is called Expressions in Ink, and the patterns are all watercolory. It's the pinks and the purples. So there's the word celebrate. I really don't love the way that came out, but you're not going to even see it with all the other goodness going on the card. Now I'm going to take another stamp set, and this is where I've been masking a little bit. And I'm using the one that says, oh yeah, this one from another Christmas set right here. Nope, this word right here, Christmas right here. I like that it's big and long. Now I could use this one too. Let me see. Maybe I'm going to change it. Let's see. It's on. I have two options. On my original, I used this Christmas, and on this one, maybe I should change it to the fancy Christmas. It's a little bit more, no, actually this one might work better. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Which one's bigger? I want a bigger one. I'm going to go with the fancier one this time, which is right here, just the word Christmas right there. So I'm going to do a little masking right here. I'm going to cover up the word Merry. Okay. And I'm going to take my red ink and a scrap of Very Vanilla. Let me get that. Okay. And just ink up the word Christmas. That's all I want. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to clean that off because it's very inky and yuck. I don't want to get it all over my table or my card. Oh, hi, Karen. Not sure what I did or did not do to be on time, but I am here gladly. Oh, I'm glad you're here. I'm making a card that was a request for me to do, so I'm doing it. And let's see. I did say there's a lot of steps, so I'm going to be here for a little bit. And I understand if anybody has to go, the replay will always be here. So on my original, I cut around, and I'm going to cut around this as well. Anything that I could prepare ahead of time, I did prepare ahead of time, but some of the stamping has to be done on camera. So what I did do ahead of time was heat emboss all the poinsettias. And all we have to do is glue them together, and we'll probably be using glue dots to do that. So it's a little early for Christmas, but like I said, I was going to do it exact in these green colors because I didn't want to do it alive in the exact same colors that I did for my daughters. And I was going to use the flowers that I used for hers, which was the color and contour flowers, like the $2 Million Achiever Mary Fish, like her card. And then I thought that these colors lent itself very well to a Christmas theme card. And it would be a great gift to give to somebody. Okay, I should have brought Celebrate down a little bit, but it works. It's still gonna work. Okay, now we can put this on the card. Let's do that. And remind me at the end not to forget to, all right, let's leave that there. I wanna do some more of the putting together so that way we can move on from and cut everything down, but I need everything put together before I can do that. So now we'll work on the front, and we'll just get these strips on the front, and then we'll cut all these excess pieces. Ah, it's morning there in Australia, in Queensland, Australia, huh, Myrtle? Thank you for hopping on, and thank you for sharing, Patty. Okay, so I have this little 1/2-inch piece of, this is shaded spruce, by the way. The color of the green is called shaded spruce. That's for the box. So let's get some liquid glue on here. And this is for the front. Let's get some liquid glue there. I'm going to make sure it doesn't hang over this edge, which it doesn't. And then I know I need another piece right here, and I did cut it, but it's in with the envelope piece. So now this is going to go here. And like I said, I will give you all measurements for this if you want to make it yourselves. Now, I winged it when I was looking at that card online. I winged it and came up with my own measurements because there aren't any provided when a concept artist creates a card. They don't provide the measurements. They just post the pretty card. And then we have to figure it out, which isn't too bad. Okay, and now this last piece, and then I'm going to cut everything down. And when I do that, I'm just going to move away from this table and do it on my larger trimmer over at my desk. And now this one goes on this side, and I just wanted to complete this so that way we can start to add some dimensionals and things like that. And it doesn't get too bulky going into my paper trimmer. Okay, so now all of this is going to get cut off. So if you just sit tight for a second, I'll be right with you. It's all nice and clean. Okay, it's all nice and clean. Now we can start to decorate. So this is going to go here like that. I'm going to use some adhesive now, right on the back. And then for this, I'm going to cut down some dimensionals here. And I need a different pair of scissors to do that. So I'm taking my mini dimensionals are here, I believe, somewhere. They were, yep. Down to the nitty gritty on my dimensionals. And let's see how thick that is. Let's get a nice piece right here. Cut that right off the edge. Get that across. And we can dimensional that. And then this piece can go up here. Oh, darn it. being a little stubborn. Doesn't want to stick. Okay, there we go. So we'll just go celebrate Christmas. If I had the word merry like this, I would definitely have used it, but I don't. So we're going to stick with Christmas. And now we're going to start putting some of the pieces on. So I already die cut these. I embossed. They're all gold embossed and die cut. Okay. And then I have the berries, and they're going to get colored. Just for now, I'm only coloring what I need at the moment. And then I'm just taking everything out. I have the two larger ones as well. So let's put that there. And now we will take a red Stampin' Write marker. I want it to be very vibrant. And I'm going to color in the berries. So it's heat embossed in gold. Let's see, how many do I need for the inside right now? Just this one. So we'll just work with this one for now. So there you go. Gold embossed. I don't know, can you see it this way? Yep. Okay. And now we'll take the two of these smaller ones. So we have 3 different sizes. We have medium and large. I don't know if you could see it all here. These are the small, these are the medium, and these are the large. And I'm just going to put some glue dots is what I'm going to use here. And I'm just going to insert those in the middle. Like that. And then I'm going to take, I have these tiny little ones. Let's see. Oh, these berries. And we have gold berries as well that I also die cut. And all these other gold pieces as well. I'm not sure that we're using them all, but I die cut enough for now. And so I'm going to take this little piece and a little bit of glue right there and just kind of dip it in there like that. I can't use a glue dot here because the glue will show through and get sticky, and we don't want to do that. So that's one. So I'm going to do 3 of them actually right now. 3 for the inside. So I'll put a little bit of glue here and here. Oh, I put glue instead of a glue dot. Okay, that'll work anyway. So let me just hold it there for a second. And hold it here for a second. And then do the same and grab some glue here. Don't need a lot. Put that in the center. And then let me get some of these little dots out of there. And then a little bit more glue. And we'll put that in the center. So for those of you who, if you don't get notifications, there are 3 little dots on my page. If you go to the 3 little dots, I think there's a drop down and it should say the word following. So that way, every time, if you click the word following, I think that's what enables you to know, for me to come up in your news feed. So you know when I'm live. Okay. I just want to mention that those 3 little dots should do it if you're not getting notifications. Okay. So let's take, one of them we're cutting in half. So I want to make sure it's completely dry. Can't remember which one I did first. but I'm going to cut one of them in half. And I'm actually going to do it on my trimmer. Okay, nice and neat. And then this one will go here. And I'm going to tuck it underneath a little bit. Right in there. So I'm going to put some glue, liquid glue on there. And dump that right in there. And then this one's going to go right about here. So I'm going to slip that in. So that's where it doesn't matter that this is a little Willy Wonka here. It doesn't matter because it's going to get covered up. And that will slip right in there. But before I completely do that, let's get a gold berries. Let's get that. And let's put that there. Let me put some little bit of glue on a couple of these berries down here. And the stem a little bit. Not all of them. Okay. Actually, I don't even need all of this. Okay, right there. And then, I know I'm like working backwards here, but it's easy for me. We're going to put this one here, about here. Now I need to turn this around and go like this. Right about there. And I think I'm going to put dimensionals behind there. Let's do that. Now coming up will be the box after this. And I did not score anything, so I'm going to be showing you how I scored the box. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. About there. I think what I need to do is, what's bothering me is where I placed this. So I think I need to move this here, and I'll like it better. Yeah, that's what I needed to do. Okay, there's that. Now let's work on the berries, the red berries. I'm going to put those with a little bit of glue on the back, not a lot. And then that's going to go, maybe that way. I put it the other way, but now that I'm going to go that way with the berries. I put it the other way on my original. So let's change it up a little. Go that way. And then here, this is down. And then here I'm going to take a die cut holly leaf. And I'm going to use some berries here, gold berries again. And then this one. Okay. And then this will get covered up here. And this will go here. I wonder if I should use, nah, we'll keep the berries just right there, the red berries. All right, so here I'm going to use some dimensionals again, behind here. Put that there. Just wanted to peek a little hint of the red behind there. And then I can slip these in here. Once again, I don't need it that big. I'm going to use a glue dot here. Slip that in. And then which is the right way, this way. And then this one will get put down there. Now, we're going to splatter, but I'm not going to splatter yet. And the reason why I don't want to do that is because I need to protect my surface here. I don't want it to get on anything else, so we're not going to do that just yet. So there's the inside for now. Now, on here, we need another flower. Now let's put together 2 more flowers. I'm sorry, poinsettias. 2 or 3. Let's just do glue dots here. It moves faster that way, and they are very strong on here. You just don't want to use adhesive. Let's do another. And have glue dot right there. Whoop. Oh no, am I frozen? It looks like I'm frozen on my end. I hope you guys aren't frozen. I'm going to try to get back. Oh, goodness. Okay, this is the set I am planning on my cards this year. Oh, great. I am definitely frozen on my end. Are you guys frozen? I don't know what's happening. Okay. Hopefully not. Okay, now I look like I'm moving. Sorry about that. Oh, not frozen there. That's good. I was definitely frozen on my end. I was not moving at all. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get berries again. I need 1, 2, 3 more colored berries. So let's color 3 more berries. And I will take my silicone sheet to do that. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm using my Stampin' Right marker in Real Red, because I'm going to finish off the card with some Real Red berries. I love how vibrant that looks up against the gold. Okay, let's get that going. I need to poke out this little, okay. So on this, we're going to take, oh, and I forgot the inside. Do I have any more of those? Oh goodness, I don't know if I have enough. Oh yeah, I do. I have another. Hopefully I have more die cut already. If not, I'll have to die cut some more. So this one, let's see if I have any more. I don't think I do. It's okay. It'll be quick. All right, let's get one more die cut here. One more little insert before we move on. Get that right there. Whoop. It's tricky to get it to stick. You got to hold it down for just a second. Okay. So that's going to go here with a berry. So I'll place the berry, and then we'll place the poinsettia. Okay. Right about there. And then poinsettia. Go right about there. Okay, so that is also going to get splattered, okay? And then all of this will get cleaned up. So that's how it's going to fold, like that, okay? Now I'm going to take some of my adhesive remover. Okay. Now this is where I'm going to take this piece that's going to go on the front. And I have my handy dandy little hole punch. Crocodile is what we used to call it. What it's called, I should say. Not used to call it, what it's called. And I want to go probably right about here. Okay. So that little hole is where I'm going to put the cord that is going to wrap around this before we put this down. And I want it to be right where there's a little nick where where I met the scallops, and that's where I want it to go. So it's not very noticeable as it is. So it's going underneath the scallop piece and coming through, and the card itself, okay, is right there. So I just need to make sure that it's going to tie in the length that I want before I adhere it. And then once it does, this piece can be adhered. And it doesn't have to be tied perfectly, and that's good. Okay. So I've got plenty of cord coming around. So what I'm going to do is uncord it, flip this over, and put some tear and tape down there. Hi, Carol. Yeah, it's the one I made for my daughter, but I'm changing it up to be a Christmas gift. And if you missed the one that I gave to my daughter, I did show it earlier. I'm going to show you something else if we have some time at the end. And I decided that I was originally going to make it, that one I made for my daughter, I'm making it, I have 3 of them ready to go. I cut up all the paper in the regular size cards, our regular 5.5 by 4.25 size cards. So I used up all that pink paper anyway, pretty much. So I needed to go with the green that had the gold. And I was originally going to do it just like my daughter's with the color and contour flowers and all that. And then I had mentioned this earlier. I don't know if you were here. Then I decided I was going to go Christmas with this green and gold instead and use the poinsettia set. So this is about where it meets, right? Right there. Yep. And it's going to go right about there. Let me make sure. Yep, I'm high enough. Okay, there we go. It's placed. Now it's down there. Perfect. Right? And there it is in the back. Nice and loose. Right in the right place. Okay. And now we're going to take the large one. We're going to put this together all together. Let's do this. The large one, and glue dot the medium one to the large one. And we're going to do another one because this one's going to be for the box. One's for the box and one's for the card. So we might as well do them at the same time. And then this one, oh, this one's already glued and so is this one. And this one I need just for, I'm gonna put a dimensional behind there. Okay, I got dimensionals. These are a big sheet that came from a paper pumpkin box. And then that will go here. You know what I think I'll do here is put a, maybe, instead of what I did earlier, I'm gonna put that on here. This poinsettia, this gold one for the front of the card. And then we'll put a pearl in the middle when we're done. That'll be nice. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, so that's for the front of the card. And then this one's going to be for the box. And let me see what I did there, so I know what I have, if I could find it. Yeah. Actually, this is not for the box. What do I have this for? Why do I have? Let's put that on the side. Not sure why I have that. Okay. And we'll use another one. We'll go right there. And leave that on the side. So let's do the front. Okay. I did forget to die cut something and I do want to die cut it. So if you guys can sit tight for a second, I just have one thing I need to die cut. And that is from the Forever Fern. Hold on. I need to die cut Forever Flourishing, I should say. I need to die cut this piece from Forever Flourishing, this one right here. So I'm going to do that right this second. Off camera. Sorry if the table's shaking. So my die cut machine is right to my left, which is pretty convenient. And I don't have to drag it over. Let's see. This is stuck in there. And I have to do one more because I'm going to need it for, I think, the... Let's do one more. And this. I have my brush, but I'm too lazy to grab it. My die brush would pull this out. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. I told you this would take a while, but once we're done with the card, which we almost are, it'll move kind of quickly. Okay. So I'm going to take this Forever Fern piece, and I want to cut a piece off right here and use it for the side, and then this will be for the envelope later. And this will go up here. It'll get tucked. Let's get that in there. Actually, where's the other one? I'm going to take this one, and we're just going to go with the whole thing. Yeah, we'll go with the whole thing. My adhesive. And then this will go right on top. with dimensionals. Haven't been able to watch for a few weeks. So glad to catch this amazing Christmas. Never card early to start Christmas. Yep, last year I didn't even send out Christmas cards. Crazy. I didn't have any. I just had, I don't know what it was, but I had no motivation, and that's the honest truth. There was just no motivation. As much as last year was a year to send out cards, I just was not inspired or motivated to do it, and it should have been. I should have been, but hey, everybody gets in their funk, right? Every now and then. So, yeah. Hi, Colleen. I just saw you join too. Okay, so now we put this one together, right? I'm going to put this on top of all of that. And I think I need to move this a little bit. And I need to move this up a little bit too. Don't you love nobody sees what's going on underneath, right? Okay, that can go there. That's good. All right. Now I'm going to use tear and tape here because I really don't want it to move, and I don't need any more bulk to it. So I'm going to put 2 pieces of tear and tape to secure it down. It's not being mailed. This is not a card that you would mail unless you're boxing it up in an additional box on top of the box that we're going to make. Now, keep in mind we're going to be putting pearls on, but we have to splatter first. And as soon as I am done putting this card together, we will splatter and then move on to the rest. And I understand if anybody has to go, don't worry about that. There's always the replay if you want to come back and watch it. Okay. Now, before we do this, now I'm going to tell you something else I did earlier. I have a little gadget here that's Stampin' Up. It's from Stampin' Up. And, you know, some things I'll never get rid of. And I don't even know, what do you call this rotary thing? I don't even know. Does it have a name on it? No. But anyway, it comes in really handy when I have to customize things. And this is the perfect Christmas, right? I did it for my daughter's card too. It's like Christina, and this one says Christmas, and that's what I'm using. But before we do that, we need some we need to we need to stamp the word Merry, which is right here. And I don't believe that I used this, but let's check. Okay. I don't believe I did. So I'm covering up the word Christmas, and I'm only using the word Merry. And we're going to Versamark that. And I masked the word Christmas. And Merry is going to get put right here. Oh, I messed that up. I was supposed to pull off the okay. Pull off the masking. Once you mask it, you got to pull it off. Okay, and now we'll do the gold emboss. And I need to cut this one off. Just do this. And I have to get more embossing powders. Oh, that's nice, Carol. You made your supper and you're going to eat. I warned everybody ahead of time that maybe anybody that joined late that this was going to be a long one for me today to show you how to do this. And it was a request, so I wanted to make sure that I did it. Now, the other thing that I have to do that I'm also going to do off camera because I don't want to keep going back and forth is I need to take this scallop and I need to scallop this anywhere just so the word Mary is kind of in the middle. And I'm going to have, you know, each end scalloped, and you'll see why in just a second. So let me just run this through. Okay, so now it's scalloped on each side, and then I'm going to trim it down. And then it's going to fit really nicely on this scallop piece. Where we have, where's my original card? It's going to fit really nicely right over this. Oh, I should have thought about that a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's fine. Now I can put some glue dots behind here. Now, you know how you can see glue, but if you put it behind the letters, you really won't see the glue come through on, so you don't see those little glue dots at all. So just make sure this cord is nice and tight before you put this down on top, because it's going to lay on top of the right side right here. Okay, and that's how it lays, just like that. You can even put a little bit more glue underneath here because it's going to get covered up by the word Christmas. Okay, just to secure it a little bit more, and then we're going to put the word Christmas, we're going to do with additional dimensionals. I need to get some new packs of dimensionals. I love, this is my favorite kind of crafting, is to do these really meticulous. I wish I could think of these designs though. Like I could change it just fine, but I could change it up, you know, change up like the things I'm using, the materials I'm using, but the design, the layout, I wish I could just come up with stuff like that in my own head. That would be ideal. My friend Brittany was so sweet, and she made a comment and I about, you know, the fact that I'm doing the artisan designer's card. Or no, this is not artisan design. This one, oh yeah, the one that I posted was an artisan design. I'll show it to you later. And she posted something so sweet, but I don't come up with the ideas. So, you know, the layouts, I can change them. I just don't come up with the layouts. So we're going to put a little something right here. So I don't want to forget to do that. And that's where I need another one of those little doohickeys. And I thought that I had it, and I don't have another one. And I want to get it. So I'm going to have to do it. So where is that die? Die. It's this little tiny one right here. That one, but it's the one that has the holes in it. So on this side, there it is, down here. Let me run that through with gold paper. I need 2 more. All right, so right here, and this one goes away. Need 2 of those. because this is the type of crafting that really, really makes me the type of card, like just more like a gift than a card. Just the over the top. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like simple too. I like simple. I just have a hard time with simple because I always feel like every time I try to go simple, I have to jazz it up. Do you feel that way with when you're creating? Do you feel that way? I hope I'm not alone in that. So now let's do a little glue. Ah, I found one. You see, it was right up here on top of my, I found one. There's one, and I know I did another one somewhere. All right. Okay, little glue. There are a lot of steps, right? A lot of steps to remember. Which one comes first? Okay. Let that dry for a second, and let's put another one on here. And this one, I think I only need a single one. Let's leave that alone for now. I'll leave that there. Okay. Next is to just put that piece right there. And I have that one there, and that one there, and that one there, and that one there. Okay, it's just this little piece right here, and then we're done with this, and then we'll splatter, and we'll move on to the box. But I am gonna tell my husband I'm running a little late. He just got home early, and we're supposed to go out for dinner. So I'm gonna have to do that before we start on the box. Okay, so this is gonna go, did I do it like that? Oh, hold on, let's get some berries here. And that is done. Okay, so let's get some splatter, and then we'll do pearls, and then we'll move on. But let me move all of this stuff over so it doesn't get ruined with the splatter just yet. Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of red. I have to go get my shaded spruce. And now, Wink of Stella would be perfect, except that I threw my old one out. I bought a new one, and I don't know where I put it. It's not in where it should be. So I don't know where I put my Wink of Stella. So, hold on, guys. Let me just tell my husband something. I'm running late. Is that okay? Okay, thanks. Okay. He said, that's all right. He said, that's all right. So let's get this. And let's move this over. Now, yeah, I don't know where my Wink of Stella is. I mean, I'll look a little bit closer before I end this video today, but now I'm using my shaded spruce blend, which I really don't want to, but I don't know where my marker is either for shaded spruce. So I'm going to flick this a little bit with my, not a ton. I don't want it to come out too crazy. That's good. Now let's flip it over and do then we'll do a little bit of red with the marker. Red's not coming out that well. Not sure why. Maybe I need to get my red blend. This one's not coming out. Real red. Okay, I'm going to try my red blend instead. Oh! Oh, a whole lot. That's okay. Good thing that's the back. I don't want that much. Now I'm really being gentle. That's it. Oh, I really wish I could find my Wink of Stella. I have this old one. I just don't think anything's going to come out of it. I don't know what I did with it. It's brand new. Maybe it... I don't know. I can't waste time on it. All right. Now let's get the pearls. And we'll be done with the card for now. And we'll move on to the box. I'll give you the measurements, but the measurements will be here anyway. Okay, so let's get a large one for the center right here. And then we'll do a few others. Maybe one here. And up here. Let's do here. Another big one, maybe down here. Maybe here. And one more. Here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one more. 7. We need 7. We need an uneven number. Is apparently pleasing to the eye. So I'll put one more around here. Yeah, we'll go like that. All right, so there's the card. Hold on, let's just tie it up. There's the front, inside. So it just says, Merry Christmas. May this special season be wrapped in joy and love. Celebrate Christmas. You can put your whole message here, right? And then we can work on the card because we needed the card done before we can actually work on the box. Now, the box is just going to be scored and cut very quickly, and we're going to work on the belly band. And the belly band will move quickly also. Okay. Uh-oh, I'm not there anymore. Am I gone? Oh, what is going on? If this keeps happening, we might be doing the box later. Hold on. The live video has ended. Oh my. Where am I? Okay, guys, if I'm still here, please say something because I don't see myself on my laptop, but I can see if you comment on my phone. Having an issue. Bring them on camera. What does that say? What does that mean? Okay, looks like I'm still back. Looks like I'm back. Hopefully. Am I delayed? Nope, I'm here. Okay. Now I can't see comments, but I'm here. Wow, this is giving me a hard time. I haven't had trouble in a while. When it comes to this. Okay, still here. Okay, Colleen, thank you. All right. Okay, let's put that aside. All right, there's that for now. And then we'll get the box. And I'll put my original to the side and I'll show you that later. Now, the box is here. Okay, so I have my measurements. And I'm going to give this to you guys in my blog post. So the box, the cardstock for the box envelope, it's like a box and envelope, is 9.5 by 11. So I'm going to have to cut it down. And then the vellum is 9 by 8.5. Okay, so let me just cut this down. 9.5 by 11 on the cardstock. It's 11. Oh, it is already cut down because I had to do it from a 12 by 12. So this is already cut down, and then the vellum is cut to 9 by 8.5. To 9. Okay. So we want to score the 9.5 inch side. 9.5 inch side is scored at 1 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 5/8. 1 7/8. 5, 6, 7. 6 1/8. And 6 3/8. So it gives you like that 1/4 inch in between. And then score the 11 inch side at 3/4 of an inch. One inch. Is that right? Yes, that's right. 9 3/4. And I know that's probably hard to see on screen. And then 10. Okay. And there we go. Now I'm cutting all of these rectangles and out and these squares on the corners. That's it. Just cutting all of that out. I'm not even going to crease this yet. Just cutting first. And then I can neaten it up as you build the box. Now I figured this one out too. I took a, you know, like I said, they don't give you measurements. When a concept designer, you don't get measurements. You just look at the card, and not even as a demonstrator. There's no special, you just kind of have to wing it and figure it out. I don't know, I never thought to ask them if I could have measurements, to be honest, so I shouldn't even say that. I've never thought to ask. So now this is where I'm going to give everything a little crease. Looks like I'm bleeding, but it's just red ink. Okay. All these little creases. Okay. And what I'm going to do is get my envelope punch board, because I need I don't have a corner rounder, so I use my, or I might have an old corner rounder, so I use my envelope punch board to do the corner rounding here. And these are the flaps that get folded in. Okay. And there's the box. So it goes like that. It's gonna go like that. All right. So now we need to do the vellum. But before we do the vellum, the score line on the left side I can do. It's the score line on the right that I can't. So on the vellum, score the 9-inch side, which is, I believe, this side. Yep. for the 9-inch side at 2 inches. And then it says, I wrote down score it at 2 inches and 6 inches, but we're going to leave this 6-inch alone. We're just going to do the 2-inch for now. So there's the vellum. And it'll open up like that, right? Okay, so where's our card? We need our card now. Card's right here. All right, and that'll slip over to the side. Now I can fold this up. See, if I give it a score line beforehand, I might mess up my score line, which is what I've done. I did it with my daughters and I did it with the other sample. And there we go. So now this one's gonna go like that. And there it is, okay? Now we can just adhere this. I'm going to use my handy dandy tear and tape for the center right here. And I could put that down. And then I can have a nice crease like that. Okay. All right. Now we're going to take the scalloped edge again, and it's going to go on the fatter side, the wider side of this. And I want it to be on the inside, don't I? I do. So I'm going to put some liquid glue down here. Bring that up. And then I'm gonna bring this to cover up to there. And then a nice thin strip on top. There, like that. And I realize that I may not be in camera. I'm sorry if I'm not. And that's that. And then I have these two strips. Actually, it is too wide. I have to trim one down a bit. Make sure that's not too... Okay, that's good. So these two, I'm going to keep them together, and I'm going to just flag this on the bottom, the same size. Whoop. Okay, so it goes, one of them goes on here like that. And then the other one goes right behind it. that sit there. And then one of these ones that we have here, I needed another one actually, but let's see, is that the one? No. Hold on one second. Just trying to make sure that I don't need it for anything else, and I don't. Okay. So this one can go here. This can go there, just like that. And I'm going to use some tear and tape right on there. I don't want it to go too far. Right there. Lift it up. Okay. All right. So the card goes in there. This goes like this. This goes like that. And that's how you open it. Okay. Now, this is meant not to be glued down. It is not meant to be glued down, just FYI. Okay. It's meant to close just like that. And then this will close like that. But let's finish the rest. Let's take the card out. And then this strip goes here, right behind there. And then I'm going to cut down the edges. And this I'm going to cut down with my scissor because I can't put it in the trimmer, the paper trimmer, because of the way my flaps are. So I'm just going to cut this down. And then in here, so we don't have to see that, we could put like that. I'll have to think about that. I put 2 longer strips. So on my original, I do have, well, I took it out. I'm going to have to put something there because I don't want to see that tape. Even though my envelope's going to cover it, I'm going to put something there later. Not something too big though. I might even cut down this tape, but for now we'll leave it like that. All right, so this goes like that. And now we can make the belly band. And just so you know, the base of my card was shimmery white. I don't think I said that. And all the rest for the contrast is very vanilla. Just FYI. I mean, I'll have this in my notes, but I don't think I said that. And then there, like that. Now, I would put something here as well, but I'm not doing that right now. So let's get the inside going. I'm going to take, and I would put something here also, but for now, it's not happening. We're just going to go with nice and plain. So let me do this. And this. That looks straight to me. Okay. Now we're going to take the long piece here and bring it around. Have it meet in the middle, but not too tight. You want it tight, but not too tight. Now I'll put tear and tape up here. Nope. I did not put that down sturdy enough. Okay. And now this one goes down here. These are all from the scallop contour. So now I need to put my tear and tape right here. Okay, now we'll put that on the side. And I think for this, I'm just gonna say, use the May Magic and Wonder bloom this holiday season instead of using the big words. I'm gonna say that. I need a bigger block. Just gonna make this one a little bit easier than the first. We'll do it in gold embossing powder. And it's going to be kind of centered, yeah. Kind of off center a little, but maybe I got it, maybe I didn't. Let's see how that goes. Okay, there's that. I think I'm happy with that choice, actually. And here's the box. Now we're going to take this strip. It's I think it's a 1 inch. I'm folding it in half because I want my, oops, I want my little crocodile to line up. And I eyed that center, right? Now I'm going to take my thread, my cord, and slip that through the front, top, front, and top, bottom, doesn't matter, but it goes behind the stripes. Okay. And then actually this gets slipped through. Now this has those slits, so this gets slipped through here. Okay, like that. And then we can put that down here. That's good. Well, let me make sure that it's going to tie okay. This gets wrapped around about there. Nope, it's got to come down a little. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Okay, that should be good. And then this goes down about there. Okay, I got my handy dandy Scotch tape little gadget holder here. Oop. So I am going to do a Zoom class on a specialty card. I mentioned that in my newsletter. So if you're on my newsletter, no, not in my newsletter. I mentioned that to join, you should join my newsletter so that way you get the details for when I do my Zoom class for the next specialty card. This is a one-off, but I think I'm going to start doing Zoom classes for cards like this because they do take longer. And if people want to purchase the make and takes, I'm going to have those available as well if they want to get the make and takes for it. That's just a little something I've been toying with, and I think I'm going to do it. So now I'm just going to get some glue dots to hold this underneath before I tie this, because we still have to just add the holly, which is done. So I'm just slipping it underneath so it can be held down. It's amazing how you learn to work with one hand. Okay. Now I'm just going to close this. I just want it to be nice and secure before I do anything else. Okay. Now we have, I thought I did. Looks like I ran out. I did. Okay, I did. And I don't want to drive everyone crazy with, I ran out of the smaller ones. I need another small one here to layer this. Darn, darn, darn. Okay, and I don't have any more berries. I do. Let's see. I have 2 more berries. So I'm just going to do these quick, but you know what? I'm just going to show you what it looks like. How's that? Because you saw me do everything else, and it's going to be the same kind of thing. So these berries are going to get colored, right? So let's just pretend this is the one going over. So you saw how I did all this. So I'll need to add this right here to this corner and this right here to this corner. Now here I did celebrate Christmas, right? And here I just did may magic and wonder bloom this holiday, right? And so there's no vellum. So I just need to put some pearls and I need to put this around. So let's switch this out. Okay, let's switch it out and pretend I made that one because we're going really long. And I don't want my husband to get aggravated because we need to go out and my stomach's really growling. Okay, and this, I didn't adhere this down. I need to, let's just pretend that this is the one that goes on here and how your recipient is going to receive it, right? It's just like this. Okay. Ta-da. So it would go, let's see, where's the box? All right, I happen to have this Stampin' Up! Box. This was Christina's. This was my daughter's. She gave it back to me so I can borrow it. She's actually going to keep it here because she's going to be moving back home for about a month and a half in between apartments. She's buying her own place, and she's moving out of the apartment she's in with her friends. And she's getting her own, so all her stuff is coming back here for about a month and a half. So there it is. This is what I would give as a gift for Christmas with whatever it was that I was going to give. And it would all be nice and tidied up in here. And then they would get this, right? And slip it off. And then here, I'm going to put a poinsettia, like I'm going to do it in, I don't know if I'll do it in gold or if I'll just stamp it in the green right in there. Because like on my daughter's, I have like the flower, right? And then on her envelope on the back, I put "You're absolutely amazing" and the flower. So on the back of this, I would do the same right here with the poinsettia. So that slipped off. And then this opens up. And then you could always add here if you wanted to. and then to that. And then we open that. And we get a good look at that. And then we open. And all of your sentiment, your whatever you want to put in here goes in here. And down here, like I said, it has a sentiment. And close it back up. I think that whoever gets this has got to be a very special person that will treasure it. And that's another reason my daughter said, just keep it here, because it's got to go with all my other cards that you gave me, Mom, that are here in the house, in her room, her old room. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it went long, but I did warn you. So thanks for sticking with me. And for anybody that watches this on the replay, thank you for watching on the replay too. And thanks for the shares. I'm going to be back here on my regular scheduled night of Wednesday, which is going to be what? 31st is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is the 2nd. So I'll be back here on Wednesday the 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Actually, before that, I'm going to be in my Papillion Spotlight group, which is my customer group for VIP customer group. I hate to say the word VIP because you're all VIP, but it's for people that have spent a certain amount in my online store. So once you reach 150, you get invited to that store, to that group. And I'm going to be doing Wrap Bouquet on Tuesday night there, and then Wednesday night here. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed all that, and I'll be back next week. Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Bye-bye.